Yo, what up, a-holes? Thank you for tuning into the Holistic A-Hole podcast. My name is Erik Levi, and I'm the Holistic A-Hole. How are you doing out there? Hope you're doing well. It's Father's Day here where I'm recording, so just wanted to throw a little shout out there to all the baby daddies out there doing their thing, celebrating Father's Day. Good day to be an American man with a baby. Or grown man child, or whatever you're doing. If your seed has created another person, today's your day, baby. Good for you. Just want to throw a quick little podcast up there, and just talk through a thing that I can't stop noticing right now, especially on a day like Father's Day, just walking around the city and, walking by restaurants with patios and just people just going for it. It's Father's Day, Sunday, probably big cheat day for most people. Let's be honest. Good chance you threw one. You fell off the wagon. You were like, it's gonna be Father's Day. I'm not a father. But I'm gonna make this my cheat day because why not? Cheat days are for losers, for quitters. Cheat days are no bueno. But if you take a cheat day here and there, what can you do? Just be grateful. That's really all you can do. But walking by these restaurants, seeing people just digging in, and we're talking today specifically about like noontime or so, brunch. Everyone's going to brunch. There is no more breakfast on Sunday. You don't go to nobody goes to breakfast on Sunday anymore. It's always brunch. It is 100% brunch. So people are at brunch, and man, I walked by this restaurant in my neighborhood. I'm not gonna say which one because I don't want to, deter them any business. I have such a massive following. I feel like I could take out a small business just by saying something negative about it. I won't say anything bad about a small business unless they really fuck me over. And this place hasn't fucked me over because I've never eaten there, nor do I see myself eating there. Although I will say, if you are looking for just like an old school, I'm not even going to say the name of the restaurant. What am I going to give a recommendation? You don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, getting sidetracked. What are we talking about? Here's what we're talking about. Walking by these restaurants, and not just this one, but all of them, Everyone's got their windows open patio seating. Just so many people just eating so many carbs. Right? That's what you do when you go to breakfast or brunch. Breakfast, I think brunch, both of them, just a lot of carbs being consumed, Granted, they all look delicious, okay? I can't say anything bad about that. These places do a great job of taking carbs and making carbs look just absolutely amazing and taste even more amazing. Like to the point where, remember when a waffle just was like a little flimsy, like Eggo waffle everywhere. It was like a foot pad. It was like a yoga mat compared to like a full mattress that they are now. You seen waffles nowadays? They're freaking massive. Massive. They don't even look real to me. They look like, remember the movie Hook? This is what brunch looks like anywhere in New York. If you remember the movie Hook, when they first had that meal, the first Lost Boys, and there was just all this food on the table all of a sudden, and half of it didn't look real. It probably wasn't real. It just looked like cream inside plates with just sculpted meat, and that's what brunch is in New York. Just queen size mattress sized waffles with, just a whole stick of butter on top and a whole bunch of creamy stuff and gooey fruit cascading down the side of the fluffy white cascade of whipped cream or whatever that is. Oh my God, man. And then, a lot of people tearing through, just waffles, pancakes. Of course, you get the eggs Benedict. You got to get the what are those? English muffins. Oh man, English muffins are great. I love English muffins. Who doesn't love English muffins? People eating just bread everywhere. People got rolls, Kaiser rolls, potato rolls. Of course, there's a basket of rolls that's out there. You got to fill up on carbs before you consume more carbs. And look, I'm not going to sit here and hate on carbs. I mean, that's actually what I'm doing right now. I'm hating on carbs. But I mean it from like a logistical standpoint. I actually am a huge proponent of carbs. As a former vegan, I'll tell you, like when I was vegan and when I do plant-based now, it's like, yes, carbs are the majority of what you eat. And look at a lot of vegans. A lot of vegans look great. And there's a bunch that don't because they eat the garbage carbs. But like if you're eating healthy carbs, we're talking like whole grains. Rice, that's a tricky one. Brown rice, white rice, whatever it is. Rice is not terrible for you. Quinoa, buckwheat, amaranth. These are all carbs, whole grains. Even if you get like some, sprouted bread, if you sprout your grains, that's absolutely one of the healthiest things you can put in your body, sprouted grains. Of course, fruits and vegetables, those are carbs. Starches, potatoes, white potatoes are perfectly fine for you. If you have whole wheat pasta, not bad for you, right? Whole wheat, like kind of fresh pasta. Actually, cold pasta is resistant starch. Resistant starches like sweet potatoes. You can do a lot of like unripe fruits like bananas, mangoes. These are amazing for your colon. They go into your intestines. They go to your large intestines. They go to your colon. The resistant starch feeds the bacteria, the good bacteria in your colon. When your bacteria in your colon is getting fed, it makes this magical chemical called butyric acid. It's a short chain fatty acid, I believe, and it's amazing, dude. It fucking keeps your white blood cells strong. It actually helps your immune system. It's like the number one thing that enhances and controls your immune system. It delivers. It's just a fantastic thing. Butyrate does so much great stuff, and that comes from carbs. Of course, fruits and vegetables. You get all those carbs, and those are just packed with vitamins and polyphenols and carotenoids and just all these great molecules and chemicals that and natural organic compounds that go to feed your cells in your body. You look at your cells are doing so much work, dude. You got the freaking, you got the membrane, you got the mitochondria, the powerhouse, the basically like the energy generator of the cell. You got you got the nucleus, you got all of it, dude. And if you treat those with all the stuff you get from carbs, if your cells get all the good benefits you get from carbs into your cells, then you get that. But if you just say no to carbs altogether, see, that's the thing, man, is people are buying onto this keto thing. And look, there are good parts about keto, no doubt about it. But and there's good things about vegans. But on both ones, you could do it just totally wrong, As a vegan, you could be totally devoid of nutrients. You could there's fat vegans, there's chunky vegans, there's vegans with muffin tops. You can be a junk food vegan. You could also be junk food keto. If you're just so keto that you're just like, all right, no fruit, no no starchy carbs, no sweet potatoes, none of this stuff. You're not. It's not going to work out for you, man. It might seem like it's working for you at first, but it's just not going to work in the long run. But carbs get a bad rap altogether. Everyone's like, I want to lose weight, got to stop eating carbs. In some instances, yeah, but over the long run, you just need carbs. Your body runs on glucose. Your cells, your brain, all of it runs on glucose in the long run. So, but it's like, man, like on the other hand, I see the carbs that people are eating, and it's not even just that, dude. It's not even just like the brunch or the restaurant. It's just like throughout the day, your day to day, right? Like what are people munching on? They're munching on little muffins. People munch on bagels. Of course, donuts. I see so many donuts. These like little Debbie snacks, even like these protein bars, these power bars are like loaded with weird sugars and carbs. You see people walking around. I'll see people walking around with just straight up bread, just bread everywhere. If you really put your focus on carbs, if you just start thinking like, how many carbs will I see people eat today? And then you just walk around wherever you live, you'll see so many carbs going down. It just blows my mind. People eat, of course, cereals, that's like the biggest one, dude. You eat like cold cereal, especially first thing in the morning. Like, how did we do that to ourselves for so long? How did I do that for so long? Even when I was trying to be healthy, I ate these, Nature's Garden brand. I think that's the name of it. It's in all the health food stores, like banana granola cereal or whatever. And it was so good. So good. But it was so terrible. Just loaded with sugar and corn syrup and preservatives and chemicals, man. And just, of course, sitting there in plastic the whole time. Just awful stuff. Cookies. Oh, my God. It's just crazy how many carbs people eat. So it's like I see now. I wanted to resist, especially when I was vegan. I was like, it's bullshit. This giving up carbs, this no carbs thing, it's bullshit. But now I get it because I see the carbs that people are actually eating. If you're like a high carb vegan and you're eating fruits, vegetables, whole grains, that's one thing. Good starches, resistant starch, all that stuff. That's one thing. But if you're like eating nothing but cakes and muffins and bagels and cereal, even granola, all this stuff, all this sugar, but you're like, oh yeah, man, I'm vegan. Yeah. You see it on people. I don't have to tell you. You see people. You're going to lose weight naturally as a vegan because the animal products, the IGF-1, all the hormones and stuff, that's not going to put that excess weight that meat tends to put on your body. Anyone who goes vegan, immediately, at least 9 out of 10 people within the first month or two lose weight. Some people lose a substantial amount of weight. But then it kind of yo-yos a little bit because, if you're just living off of carbs and soy, it doesn't do good for your body, But here's the thing, though, about carbs is as much damage as they do, of course, there's the good side. But even if you're a carbaholic and you're like, I can't give up carbs, I need my, whatever, my pick-me-up bar. You have some weird bar you eat in the afternoon, or you need like a snack between lunch and dinner. You need like that kind of 3 or 4 o'clock. Like some people it's chocolate bar, some people it's like a protein bar, some people it's like a shake or whatever. But it's loaded with carbs. Like, what do? Here's the thing. If you're gonna eat carbs, just don't eat them in the morning. That's it. Because in the morning, your cortisol is high. That's your stress hormone. When the stress hormone is high, basically what your body's doing is it's taking glucose and it's storing it as fat. It's even worse if you're taking in like high fructose corn syrup, if you're taking in even if you're taking in high protein. Oh, no, protein actually blunts it. That's what you want to do first thing in the morning. you want to, if you're going to do a lot of protein, get most of your protein in the morning, get your carbs at night. That way, when your body's cortisol is high, it doesn't store your carbs as fat, and you can kind of blunt that effect, right? Then later on in the day, when your cortisol starts lowering, have your bagel, have your muffin, have whatever. If you're going to eat like rice at dinner, you're going to have a potato, whatever. That's the time to do it, And just in case you're unfamiliar with cortisol, basically cortisol is your body's stress hormone. When your adrenal glands, when your body's stressed out, your brain sends a message to these glands in your body just above your kidney called the adrenal glands, and tells the adrenal glands, your brain does, to make stress hormone, cortisol. This is like the reason why humans survived from being, hunter-gatherers, Neanderthals, cavemen, into what we are now, because the stress response would make the cavemen, avoid danger, run to safety, defend themselves. That's what it is. So when your body does that, it's using all its resources and starting to store them away as fat. It's using all the calories, especially the sugar, storing it as fat, because it's like, all right, we're going to need some fat because it's getting close to wintertime. We're trying to survive. We need to work off the fat. So, and that's the highest in the morning, because that's when, again, evolutionarily, you have to wake up and probably start running from a mountain lion. That happened every single day when you were a caveman. I read this in so many books. First thing in the morning, every single caveman for like thousands of years would just get woken up by a mountain lion. Just have to just run every morning, dude. So, and you could totally Wikipedia that. It's all true. It's all facts. You can Snopes it. It's all there. But that's what your body does every day between like 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock in the morning for most people. Your cortisol spikes up. It's like, get up, time to get up, sun's up, got to get up, and because of that, it's also taking all the sugar you take in and putting it as fat. So if you're going to not want to give up carbs, or you're like, I'm just going to like cut back, whatever you do, just avoid the carbs in the morning. On the next big holiday, if it's like the next Father's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas dinner, Christmas breakfast, tell the family, look, let's not do waffles in the morning. Let's do paella, because it's got a lot of rice. Let's do some paella in the freaking evening time, and we'll go carb crazy. And we'll have a good time. Paella, baby. Or pasta. Or insert carb-heavy dinner, and you'll be happy. Doing it at night, your body will be happy. Your cortisol is going to be happy. It's the best way to go. So that was my little Father's Day rant. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new here to the podcast, make sure you hit the subscribe button right there in your podcast player. If you have been here before, thank you for coming back. Share the podcast with everyone you know, people you think love carbs. Let them in on the secret of the podcast. And find me on all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all Holistic A-Hole. And then go check out my YouTube page, Holistic A-Hole. I'm posting new videos actually almost every single day right now. So thanks again for listening. Welcome to the tribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.